Kia ora everyone. We now have a quorum here at 2:04 p.m. and I will now invite our next submitter, Nigel Hampton, who is presenting in his own right, but yeah, thank you. Over to you, Nigel.
Thank you. Kawatia, O'Kane's Bay, is a very tiny community. I'm not going to go through the slides. I just want to talk for a few minutes and answer any questions.
Yep.
Very tiny community, but it has a reach and an influence and a significance far beyond its size. It has a long history of habitation, both Maori and Pākehā, going back over 500 years. Significant as the first landing point of Ngāi Tahu as they came south and landed in Little O'Kane's, Kawatia. Significant in terms of early colonialists, including the Thacker family, who produced a mayor of this city corporation. Mm-hmm. Why influence and significance beyond its size? Several things, all of which touch on water supply. It has a museum of international renown, which attracts visitors from all over the world. Associated with that museum, it has the longest lasting and largest Waitangi Day celebrations, commemorations in Te Waipunamu, sometimes up to 4,000 people. Go back to the museum. Before present COVID inactivity, it would have up to 10,000 or more visitors a year. It has a superb beach. 3 weekends ago, it was the host of 15 aircraft that landed on that beach. It has associated with that beach a well-renowned, well-known, and of some renown, camping ground administered by this city corporation. I think the limit's about 450 a day. It used to be more than that. And between Labour weekend and Easter, it's pretty well full. And you add to that the day trippers to the beach. It has an untreated, non-potable water supply to the museum, to Waitangi Day, to the camping ground. Acceptable? No. Irresponsible? Yes. 4 years ago, museum was grateful and still is grateful to the council for coming to visit us. And we thought we made some progress then in relation to certain issues, including water supply, potable water supply. I think we have. I'm glad to see money's being set aside for something to be done. What I am here to say, and I'm saying it on behalf of a number of community members who I have canvassed or have approached me, that any further delay, any further postponement would be unacceptable. Imagine the difficulty of such a small community trying to find potable water for up to 4,000 people on one particular day. That is an incredible task. To me, it seems that the council runs an extraordinary risk in terms of its obligations to those that go to the camping ground. Yes, you can put up all the boil water for 3 minutes signs you like, but in the middle of a summer day, who's to stop a little kiddie putting his tap underneath the mouth, or her tap underneath the mouth, her mouth underneath the tap rather, and gulping some down? Anecdotal stuff is rife. I could tell you of infections. From Yersinia at one end of the alphabet to Campylobacter at the other end, and I probably could stretch it to A's and Z's as well. Zoonotic and amebiotic or whatever they all are waterborne diseases. But Campylobacter has turned up, Giardia has turned up, dysentery has turned up. 2 kiddies in the museum house at the back of the complex drank water from a tap they weren't supposed to. They resulted in gastroenteritis. Now, sorry, 21st century, an influence and a influx of people into it way above its size. It's unacceptable, and O'Kane's Bay simply doesn't want it going on and on and on forever. So that's all I really want to say. No further postponement, please, please. Thank you. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Do I have questions? I think it's pretty clear.
Well, when I got out of that bath the other night, I thought, my God, my parents weren't pakeha after all.
You washed yourself dirtier. All right.
People are putting up to 3 filters on their lines, and it's still not coping with it.
Yeah.
And you hear stories of people spending up to $5,000 on their own filtration system to try and get potable water. And I could tell you the story of the dialysis machine, a real problem, a portable dialysis machine. Long residents of the bay couldn't get sufficient pressure and couldn't get sufficient clean water to enable that machine to be of workable use. So they've sold up as a consequence. So
yeah,
that's the sort of level of difficulty.
The Banks Peninsula water supplies and wastewater issues that we're grappling with as well. You know, I have to say that if Banks Peninsula had not amalgamated with the city, I don't think we would be in this, even to this position. But we are hearing your message. Get on with it. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.